For me, I didn't entertain. There was always a temptation
Yeah.
to give up on yourself, on your dreams.
Yeah.
But I wanted this so badly for a long time.
Hello everyone and welcome back to this beautiful channel. So as you can see, I'm not alone today. I'm with a very good friend of mine, and we once did this video at the beginning of our master studies. So he will still present himself, and we just want to do a little chit chat so we can give you guys some gist on how we suffered while studying, but we actually came out being the best of ourselves. So let me present. No, do it for yourself. So hi, Paul.
Hello, everyone again. We did a video before already.
Yeah,
yes.
sure.
So nice to see you guys again.
Yeah, so who is
Yeah.
Paul?
Yes. My name is Paul again. I am from the Philippines originally, but I finished my master's like Mimi at the same university in the university.
Erfurt!
Yes, at the heart of Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the University of Erfurt. But she studied again in German language, and I studied in English. My master's was in global communication,
Okay.
politics and society. So I just handed over my thesis last month.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And then everything went well, and yes, all my university obligations are done.
Cool. This guy's off the market for studies. That's great.
Yeah.
So can you tell us how life has been treating you?
Yeah.
How difficult it was to cope with studies? I mean, just give us an overview.
Well, first of all, a master's student, any master's student around the world would say that it's a challenging task. But in Germany, the added challenge is I didn't study German before. I just studied it before I went here, like a few months before.
Yeah.
So it was a completely alien subject. The language itself
Alien.
is very challenging,
Yeah.
But in terms of challenges, the number one would be the culture. It's completely different from where I grew up.
How different? Just give us maybe an example so we can
maybe in
understand.
terms of like we are much more sociable. Like
Okay.
people from equator countries, like the Philippines, are much more sociable, or Cameroon, for example. But Germans, yes, but Germans are much more reserved.
Reserved.
For example, that's another culture shock. Food. Germans
Food.
love bread,
Yeah.
right? So I'm not used to it. I'm Asian. We eat rice 3 times a day. So, yeah. And the weather, another challenge.
Oh my God, you can say it again.
Exactly.
You can scream it highest level.
I was not mentally prepared to
okay.
face winter.
It was your first winter, I guess.
Yes, when I first
Oh.
arrived 2 years ago, it was
Like mine too.
Yes, it was a challenge, right?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it was horrible.
Yes, and for us people who grew up in a tropical country, adjusting to a sustained and long period of coldness
Yeah.
is just beyond your imagination.
Beyond understanding.
Yeah. So those were some of the challenges.
So you've told us about climate, about food,
Mhm.
and the cultural shock that messed up with you while we were
Yes.
studying. So did you ever think of giving up? I'm like, oh my God, this masters, I can't do anymore. I give up. No
Yeah.
more masters.
Yeah.
Did you like have it in your mind as thought and everything?
For me, I didn't entertain. There was always a temptation to give up on yourself, on your dreams.
Yeah.
But I wanted this so badly for a long time. So
Okay.
I couldn't waste the opportunity. So, and also I was under contract from my partial scholarship, so I can't give
okay.
up. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, more than anything else, I think my vision for myself, my career, motivated and drove me to sustain myself throughout the process. But again, the temptation will always be there if you would
Yeah.
study abroad. It's not for everyone,
Yeah.
But if you really have a strong will, and if you really want to do it, I think you will will it and wing it.
Yeah, that's true. I
Yeah.
really relate to that. And I always say,
Mhm.
if you dream it and you work for it, you can always have it. You just need
Yes.
to want it, no matter how difficult it can be, because we face those challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, I myself, I almost went into depression.
Mm.
Don't see me laughing. I suffered.
Yes. But
This master messed up with me, but my motivation was bigger than me giving up. So that's why I had to finish my studies, and I'm proud of it today. I'm proud saying that I did masters in 2 years, even though I last studied 6 years ago. So for me, it's a win, and I'm proud of myself. So Paul, you've told us about your motivation and everything that pushed you to
Mhm.
continue with your studies. So what can you tell international students? What can you give them like a push to not give up just like you did,
Mhm.
and to keep on going so they can have their certificates?
Mhm. I think if you are studying or considering to study, for those of you who haven't started yet, you have to ask yourself if you really want it, because if you are just doing it on a whimsical or like very low motivation, you might not be able to finish it. So you really have to ask yourself, why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Because if you have a strong motivation to do it, I think it will be enough reason for you to keep going. It's not going to be easy. When I was writing my thesis, midway I was asking myself, why am I doing this? But it was a dream that I've had for a long time,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to waste an opportunity. And I think there are bad days, right?
Sure, sure.
It's something that will come to you even in your own comfort zone. So I
True.
think it's normal. So it's not just exclusive to master students abroad, but surviving bad days requires like endurance, tenacity, and just faith.
Stoicism.
Yes, exactly. You can't allow it to go inside your head.
You shouldn't allow it.
Yes.
Yeah. So Paul, you studied in English, right?
Yes.
And a lot of students complain they don't get to find internships.
Mhm.
Can you say something about it and how you coped with the internships?
Yes, so I was a working student on my second year in my master's. I was able to credit it as my internship.
Okay, where did you work?
I worked at Eon. It's one of the largest German conglomerates. I say one of the largest because when I was applying, I had to consider which companies are not strict with the language.
Okay.
So if you will take an internship in Germany and you studied in English, I think you target a specific kind of companies.
Okay.
It would help you. It's still not going to be easy. I had to send hundreds of applications. It took me a year to get
So
that.
it's not impossible
Mhm.
to not have an internship position, even if you don't speak the German language.
Exactly.
Just like Paul, you can have an opportunity as well for internship.
Yes, exactly. So you have to prepare and know what you are entering,
Yeah.
and then if it's meant for you, you will get it.
Sure. So you need to apply a lot and also keep on praying for it.
Yes,
Because
yes.
faith too plays your role.
Yes, you have to believe in yourself.
Always.
Yes.
So Paul, what do you like about Germany
Mm,
so far?
one of the things that I like about Germany is the transportation. I mean, it's not perfect. Recently, the train system in Germany caused me a lot of delays. I got even stranded several times in multiple cities that I didn't plan to stay in, but
Yeah.
I was stranded. But compared to the countries I've been to in Asia, for example, I think the German transportation system is really nice.
Yeah.
Also, what I like about Germany is free education, even for
Yay!
Auslanders like us.
Yeah.
So I think there's no discrimination where
Mhm.
you came from, as long as you have the basic requirements and you pass the necessary steps. Because for example, did you have an interview
No,
in your
I
program?
didn't.
Yeah, so
And I did a master's directly.
yeah, so in our case, we have to go through an interview process. So if you have good grades and then you pass the interview, you barely pay anything.
Just a semester contribution.
Yeah, the semester contribution is actually for your transportation. So
Yeah, and some few stuff. Yeah.
yeah, so it would help you more than a cost.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what are your future plans like? Are you staying in Germany or you're going back to the Philippines? Because he's a Filipino.
Yeah. So the plan is to stay in Germany, but
Oh, okay.
I'm taking it one step at a time right now. If it happens, it happens. But I also hope to have further or other degrees in Germany because it's free here.
Yeah.
We love free stuff.
Yeah.
But and not because it's free doesn't mean it's not good, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Germany has a very nice reputation when it comes to diplomacy, education,
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, so and it's one of the best places in the world to study.
Yeah, to study. Okay,
And-
then fine.
The only challenge is the language, weather maybe,
Yeah.
and some issues about our standards. Just kidding, but
We're surviving.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the plan is to really stay, and if it happens, it will.
That's
I'll
nice.
update you.
Sure, he will give you a live update of his
Yeah.
life.
I'll tell Mimi.
Yeah, he will tell me and I will tell you guys. Don't bother.
Yeah.
So Paul, it was so nice having you here again today
Yes.
to entertain us and to
Mhm.
motivate future international students.
Mhm.
Because what we're doing, we don't know who is going to see this video. Maybe somebody needed this video so much,
Mhm.
and we'll be like, okay, if these two people did their masters and had it, maybe I too can do mine.
Yes.
So thank you for coming by. I'm so happy to see
Thank
you. Happy
for
to
the
do this video
invitation.
with you again. And as he said, when he updates me, I'll update you too.
Yeah.
So see you guys in the next
See you.
video.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.